Alright, my vlog. Okay, so welcome to my vlog. This will be basically just me telling stories, which I love telling stories. The reason for making this is because I want feedback from multiple people, which this is the best way to go about doing it, I guess. And I could type it up, but I'm more of like an action kind of person, so and plus it's easier just to talk or whatever. Anyways, so um, today it's December the 4th, 2014, which is Kaylin's birthday. So happy birthday, Kaylin. My first vlog. Anyways, so basically, I'll just I have a whole bunch of stories that I just want to share and get out there. Some of them will be like the vacations I've had, meeting people from around the country, um, and working at Schnucks, my experiences with working, and my coworkers who play a big role in my stories, especially my romance ones, because I tell them about it. I worked there for a year actually, yeah. And the people I've met while working, like ignorant people and especially the crazy people, those are the best. Anyways, so a lot of basic stories will be about my friends and stuff, just because I've got a wild, wacky, interesting bunch of friends. Um, and we've done a lot of crazy stuff, whatever. Also, I want to get into kind of like thoughts that I've had or like thoughts I've struggled with dealing with, like, I don't know, like basic life stuff or whatever. But the main stories that I really want to get into will be like my romance kind of stories, just because like those are my longest and my favorite stories to tell. Uh, but mainly because I view my life kind of like a story. So I've got all the good aspects of a story, like action and adventure and suspense, and I'm the young dashing hero. But I don't have the romance, I don't have that damsel to say, which is what I really want. And these romance stories are just me like making these wild plans and wild chases just to talk to a girl, basically. And spoilers, none of those actually end up. I never end up getting a girlfriend, so that's why I need the feedback. Is because um, I put out some like they're all about like ideas I've had, like this crazy rose one where I whatever, and this mistletoe one I had pretty recently, but I can't do anymore. But yeah, I'll get into all those crazy planning and stuff, which my real smooth talking skill ability and whatnot. Anyways, so basically, it's telling the romance stories is to tell you my plans, and so I can get feedback if they're good or if they're not, or if I need to tweak them a little, or basically just to tell me like what I've done wrong or why I haven't really like worked things out in a way. So that's basically just the stories. But I should get a little bit about myself. My name is Kyle. I just turned 18 about half a month ago. I live in Missouri, United States. I'm still in high school. I graduate this spring, 2015. So that'll be exciting. I'm very secretive, which you're like, this is weird. Why are you telling us these stories if you're secretive? Well, that's because I like telling them to strangers, and I'm not showing any of my friends this video, except for kind of like my far off friends, people. Basically, I'm a Scorpio, if that means anything. I'm really outdoorsy and adventure. Uh, I'm going kind of like through a lumberjack phase, so I've been starting to wear flannels. Yeah, whatever. um, yeah, that's the outdoor stuff. That's why I want to become a conservation agent. I've done lots of job shadowing with my uncle and whatnot. Um, I'm the youngest of four siblings. Two parents, like everybody else, I guess. Anyways, my three siblings, they're all sisters. No pets right now. Two of my sisters have moved out, and they were the only ones with pets, so they took them with them. Except for Hector, who is my mom's lizard, which she got like stuck with it. Whatever. She takes care of it and likes it. I have a nice little friend group. and those people include Frankie, EJ, Jared, Kalen, Jack, Tony, Zach, Cam, and Michael, who's my best friend. And then there's other important people in my stories, like Piper, who's Frankie's girlfriend, and Sarah, who I'll be talking to a lot, basically about my romance stuff, and especially about Peyton, who she's in a relationship with Jack now. Yeah. And then there's Peyton, who's friends with Piper and Sarah, and she's my most favorite romance story and most recent one. That one's, yeah, that's a good one. And then there's Kendall. We'll get into her. And then my old coworkers, who also, like I said before, will play an important role with telling my stories, because before this vlog, I worked at Schnucks, so I would go to them and tell them the stories, which I can't really do anymore, although I see them every other week just to tell them the new stories and stuff that's come up. Whatever. So anyways, and then there's my therapist, Lopino. Yeah, I don't actually have a therapist. I wish I did, but then I wouldn't be making these videos for therapy in a way. Well, he's not actually my therapist, but he's my favorite teacher. So I always come to him with my problems, and I'm like, okay, so like I'll walk in and I'll be like, okay, so, and I'll be like, this is the issue, yeah, whatever, lots of lady stuff, and he actually gave me the idea for like the name Teen Angst, because he's always like, you're just teen angst, all that worry for nothing. Whatever. So that's really it for now. Next episode, I'll be getting into the first romance story, which is a pretty big one, actually. And yeah, that'll probably take the whole video. Yeah. And then, yeah, so that's really it for now. But if you're interested in hearing more, or you think you can help, or like help me with advice or whatnot, then just leave a comment or whatnot, and then stay tuned to the next episode. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.